I do have a bone to pick.
Uh-oh.
You want to pick it?
I'll pick it.
So, I'd say a few months ago,
Uh-oh.
you made a video regarding takeout orders and tipping.
Yes.
Let's talk about
Let's
this.
talk about this.
So, I've had a few people reach out to me.
Context.
Context.
All right.
That's my camera, not that one.
I am a very lovely guy. I want to preface that. I'm a very lovely guy.
Just ask him.
Now, service tips.
Tips.
The word in it. There's a service. Tips. If I'm in a rush, I will buy the food to go and then just eat it in the car because it's like, all right, I'm already paying $20 for this meal. I don't want to pay, wait, $20 plus tax, 7%. Now I have to pay 20% on that plus tax, which is ridiculous. In Australia, if the meal says $20,
It's
you
$20.
pay $20.
Yeah.
Like tax included, tip included, all that shit. Here, same meal, $20.
Plus
Add
7%.
7% tax. So that's what? $1.40. Fucking quick maths. Now I got to put 20% of that on top of the $21.40. And so, hold on.
Wait, do you tip including tax?
I don't know. I tip.
Because I don't.
Well, shit, maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know.
Well, actually, I can't really say that because...
But yeah, I will eat the food in the car to avoid paying that 20%.
So you don't tip takeout delivery at all?
If they deliver it to my house, I will.
No. I'm talking about if you go pick it up from the store and bring it out.
No.
Okay.
Why would I?
Well, that's the bone I have to pick because I've heard... So actually, this video got sent to me by an undisclosed person.
Wait, my video?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And they're
shareable.
like, hey, it's actually been sent to me by two different people, undisclosed
I make
people.
shareable content. What can I say?
And they were like, you hang out with this guy? And I was like, yeah, I do. Why? What's up? And I watched the video and they were like, and they're both in the service industry.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And they were like, hey, man, like to me, they're like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't know what my opinion is. I've always tipped less, but I have tipped.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, this guy's a dick. And I was like, I don't know about that. But anyway, so I was like, all right, when I was thinking about today, I was like, let's talk about this because I didn't know fully what your reasoning was. And it makes sense. However, what I will say is that there is someone that goes in and packs it all up for you. And that is an extra service that they wouldn't be performing like just in general.
Yeah. So here's my pushback.
Okay.
Here's my pushback.
I'm ready.
Say they get paid, let's say they get paid real well, $20 an hour.
Okay.
They get paid $20 an hour. That's like what? Packing the bag is a 30-second, 1-minute job.
It depends on what you ordered.
All right. Well, in this case,
Like if you ordered a salad, for example, the person who's packing that bag also is the one that has to put on the sauce. What's
all right. You know what? We'll make it 2 minutes.
Dressing.
We'll make it 2 minutes, okay?
And the croutons. And
Do you know what? Actually, no. We'll make it 3 minutes just so it's easy math. This guy is a slow worker, which now I have to tip for his slow working. That's a whole other kettle of fish. But, okay, 3 minutes on $20 an hour. That's $1. Okay. So the employer who is paying $1 to his staff to make him money from the money I'm spending for the food.
Right.
Now I have to spend 4 times that to that staff member. And so I have to pay the staff 4 times what the employer who makes the money is going to pay them. And I'm the piece of shit, not the employer.
Yeah, no, I understand your point completely. I think that it kind of, the whole situation goes into like our society and how
it's in service too, by the way. So
yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, sometimes I don't get tipped on my tables.
Right.
And I'm in service, and it's, like, terrible because it's, like, I have to pay that back.
Right.
When it comes to tipping and they don't tip me, I have to pay that back.
So that's another thing I got a massive issue when I found out about that.
Right.
Like the whole tipping industry is a massive scam by the service industry.
No, I agree.
Because it's like, and that's the thing, in Australia, tipping's not a thing. I got tipped when I like bartending.
Right.
That's just because people like don't want to carry the coins, you know? Like, so they go, fuck it, keep the coins, I don't care. You guys don't have that, you have dollar notes.
Well, I think in society we're conditioned, in the United States, we're conditioned for tipping and that's a good thing. But I also think that servers are also conditioned for those tips, and they rely on them. So that is part of their salary. That is part of their wage.
But that's where it's wrong.
And I'm not
Because
saying
it's like, that's where it's so ridiculous that there's some sort of scam. And like, look, if food was cheaper,
right.
I'd be like, I don't care. But you do the conversion to Australia.
Yeah.
The meals here are basically on par, if not a little bit more expensive than Australia. Then I have to pay tax.
And then you have to tip.
Then I have to pay 20%.
But is that the server's fault?
I'm not saying it's the server's fault, but it's just funny how, and this is where a lot of things happen in life, but person A is to blame, really.
Yes.
Yet we smash person B, who's not to blame, and like, you're the problem.
Right.
You know? And like, so why is it that the customer has to spend 20 to 25% more? And don't get me wrong, I tip well. Like I tip,
oh yeah,
dude, I tipped 70% on Friday.
Right.
Because they gave me 50% off, and I was like, well, shit, I'll just give you $18 on the $25, plus you did great service. We were there for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Right.
I will tip you that.
Yeah.
But again, like, but that's $18 that I'm paying her across 2 hours of service with us. That I have no problem with on a $25 thing.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't do that. You know,
Well,
she
I'm
was
not
blown
saying-
away when I
yeah.
did that, because she's like expecting, oh, he's going to do 20%, he'll tip me $5.
Yeah.
But my issue is, like, if I get takeout and you've just put something in a bag, I have to tip you $5 for that. Like, it's weird.
Well, and I think it'd be
I don't
interesting
get
to
tipped.
hear more.
There's so much more than just putting it in the bag, though.
And are they missing
How much love
out?
goes into it?
And my question is are they missing out on a tipping table by being the person that puts it into the bag?
Yeah, but again, it comes down to the system where it's like, why is that?
Oh, I agree. I think the system is screwed up in general, but I also feel as if it's not. It's that generational system that none of us have had any control over.
But no one gets angry at the boss.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's the funny thing. Like,
It's kind of like if something's done wrong for so long, people don't see it as wrong anymore.
yeah, like I feel weird tipping $1 on my burrito when I go to Moe's.
Welcome to Moe's.
Yeah. Like I tip $1 on that. But again, they've
But
at
if
least
you- but
they've
then-
gone, they've made it, and like I know that's weird to say that, but it's like I have a relationship with them. So I see them, I talk to
Right.
them, and that's different. So I'm like, yeah, cool. But I don't know if
That's
the
why I like
people-
Europe. Let's just talk about that.
Europe and Australia. You don't have to tip
Europe
at
and
all.
Australia are
Just don't tip.
well, and they get
Have the
at least
employers pay.
in Spain, where I've spent the majority of my time. They actually get mad if you try to tip.
Oh yeah,
because-
I did in Hungary. That happened to me.
Yeah,
It's
and,
like,
and
what are you doing? I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, shit, don't
well,
take the money.
I was told that before I got there. Thank God.
Yeah.
And I watched it happen to another American table behind me once, but they get frustrated because that to them is a sign of disrespect apparently, because it's saying, hey, you're not getting paid enough by your employer for doing your job,
Yeah.
and that's disrespectful. I thought that was interesting because in America we have a completely different viewpoint on how all that's ran.
I just believe that the whole tipping thing here is a massive ruse. But like
By
and it's
big-
it's industry wide, where it's just like when I found out a friend of mine gets paid like minimum wage is like
Yeah.
what? It's still shit at $8 or something.
Yeah, I don't remember. They just upped it.
My friend gets
Oh, for what?
like just for anything
for
in general.
anything,
Like in the
minimum
state
wage.
that she lives in, it's like the minimum wage is $8 or something.
Yeah, it's still
But
crap
when-
in Florida.
When she worked in hospitality, they didn't pay her that. They paid her $250. It's her responsibility to make up that. And then if she doesn't, she pays the difference. It's like, hold the fuck on. You guys are literally breaking the law, and it's somehow okay.
Well, it's not. It's
That's the thing that's
not.
wrong. It's like, and so it's pure commission, and you're like, it's scamming the customers.
Right.
And like the funny thing is, I don't eat out often
Yeah.
because of that. Like I'll eat at home, I'll do all that sort of stuff. If they got rid of tips, I don't think the restaurant, like not if they got rid of it, but they got rid of the expectation.
Yeah.
I think that more, and they actually paid their staff happily, more people would eat out even more often.
Well, and
Because it's
yeah.
like, all right, I'm going to pay for my food, have a good time, and leave.
$40 is $40.
And I know that so and so who served me he or she is getting paid correctly.
Right.
But because of that, you know, I go out with my family, and it's like one meal now plus tax plus tips
It's
turns into
expensive.
$70-$80.
Yeah. Well, and I
I'm not
know
going out.
I've read it multiple places. If you can't afford to tip, then you can't afford to eat out.
Yeah.
And
right now I can't afford a tip,
yeah.
you know? And
No,
that's
it's true. I guess
and
how
I make good money and I'm still just like I can't justify it. So it's like, you know, there's all these people where say a restaurant operates on 5 people.
yeah.
And if there was less of this, not even tipping culture, it's required. If
Right.
it's shit service, you still have to tip because you still feel like a dick.